Well, it's looking like Cease is finally feeling the weight of his actions. Meanwhile, things are a little hectic at the shop, and Sky feels like some HR work needs to be done with the team building. And in the words of Momma Bae, let's turn it up. The review is next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
AfterBuzz TV is my favorite song.
I love this song.
AfterBuzz TV.
More fire, more fire.
What's up, everybody? We are in a great mood today. Not only are we in a great mood, we are your Black Ink Crew New York AfterBuzz review panel. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Ladies, introduce yourself.
I'm sorry, did you guys see the video of the girl trying to teach people how to do the Millie Rock?
Yes,
She was like,
just like, and it's this
She said, slap it.
slap there.
1, 2, 3,
Slap.
1,
2, 3, slap. Well, I'm gonna slap I'm your girl, Nakia, Monet.
The nerve of her.
That's
I'm like, no, sis.
It made me so angry.
Ooh, Chile.
What it is, what's up? It's your girl, Drew Jones. And it's your girl, LMarie.
LMarie. Leaning and slapping with it. And we are here to talk about your favorite show, Black Ink Crew New York. How did you guys feel about today's episode?
It was emotional because you got the tears. Then I was angry
Yeah.
because, you know, Tati's doing the most again.
But then I was happy
Yeah.
that someone acknowledged their wrongs.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Someone is growing.
Somebody is showing growth.
So it was
Someone
I
feels
thought it was a
guilty.
good episode.
Yes.
When you do clownery, no, I'm just kidding. I feel like I have to start every week with
Yeah.
that because it's just like, damn. I just need Tati to put her hair up in a ponytail so it'd be easier to drag her because you're doing too much.
The
sis.
most.
Well, sis stays doing the most, and we have a little special segment that she just might fit right into called Doing the Most that we're going to... No,
It's
doing
Jackass.
the most. It's
Jackass.
definitely Jackass of the week, but she was definitely doing
The most.
And we're going to go into a little news and a little predictions a little bit later. But for right now, let's get into this episode. Let's start it off with Donna and Alex, because Alex is definitely at the center of a lot of drama this season. His back is still out of commission. Can't even lift his son. And Donna feels that it's a good idea that they move in together so that she can help take care of him now, do some of the things that he can't do on his own. But he's feeling a little resentment towards Donna. He feels like, you know, she's kind of to blame for everything. How do you guys feel about his reaction to what's happening in his life?
I didn't really like his reaction. I mean, I understand you're frustrated. It's a lot going on, but she tried to take you out, you know, to get your mind off of it. It's not her. Like, he was complaining about the chairs because where they went, the chairs was low. He had to bend over a lot. That ain't her fault. You know what I mean? And then she was trying to accommodate you, and you just were so, like, in your head and so upset about what you're doing, what you're going through, that you couldn't, like, appreciate Donna trying to make you feel better. So I didn't really like that.
Is this like a form of trauma, like where people look for something to blame when things go wrong? You think
I
he's
think
just looking
probably.
for an outlet to vent?
Yeah, I think he just took his anger out on the wrong person. Like, I know he's angry, he's upset, he's frustrated. He feels like it's her fault. And, you know, VH1 did a good job playing the flashback. And when he said, I didn't really want to go. But it's one of those things where it's like, she didn't know that was going to happen to you. And you can't control the things that happens. And Donna's been trying her hardest to make it better. She almost beat Ceasar's ass. She's been going hard for you. But I do think he is just upset. And I think he's just angry at the wrong person. But I think he'll probably double back and be like, yo, my bad. I didn't mean to.
And possibly feeling a little emasculated. Because he can't do the things like he tried to stand up for his woman. He got his back messed up, you know, and now he can't do certain things. He can't even pick his son up. So maybe he's just feeling a little like, you don't have to baby me, Don. I'm gonna be okay. You know, just being aggy because of his situation.
I also think he might be like scared though, because I think you see it a lot with like people who have like, you know, serious illnesses or whatever. It's easiest to kind of like take it out on whoever's taking care of you. And in this case, it's like Donna. But I think he's scared because it's like, damn, like what is gonna happen? You know, like am I actually gonna be okay? Because we keep saying it, but
can I tattoo ever again?
Yeah,
that's wild.
But he is saying right now, I can't tattoo right now. So maybe with prayers.
I don't know, but I know one thing. I would sue that.
Yeah.
I'm tell you, like,
better really be going
I mean, he's a great sport for continuing to go through with this because he's still showing up, you know. And we get to talk about how Cease feels about it because it's finally hitting home with Ceasar. But before we do that, we want to give a little love to our network's lovely AfterBuzz. I'm going to pass it on over to my girl, Drew, and let her do her thing.
Hello. We just want to say real quick, thank you guys so much for rocking with us, whether you like what we have to say or you just come to be some haters. Either way, we rock with it. We appreciate it. But if you want to see AfterBuzz continue to grow, if you want to see us cover more shows, make sure to subscribe and like and comment on this show, and then check out our other channels. We cover lots of different shows, whether it's drama or we do more reality shows. We do, sci-fi, you name it. We probably have a show for it. We're also on Spotify and iTunes because we bougie. So give us a 5 stars, and when you do, let us know, and we'll shout you all out.
Yes, we will.
If it's nice.
If it's nice.
If it's nice, it will just come for you.
We finna clap back if not.
Yeah. Clap back.
That meme of that
My
cat
clap
that's
back.
typing mad fast.
Yeah.
My clap back game is strong.
When Kermit's like,
Don't make me hurt your feelings.
Boo. But nah, we appreciate you guys.
we do.
With all that said, thank you.
Thank you so much for all the love.
Speaking
Love
of
my
comments
fans.
and love, you know what I see a lot in the comments about Donna and Alex C's Teddy situation is that I'm not saying I agree with this, but I'm just throwing it out there for conversation's sake. You got to be able to control your woman so she won't get you in these kind of situations. Let's talk about that.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying from what the fans put in the
I know, 'cause
comments.
they
and
always
what
say
I
we
see
need
a
a
lot.
male's
They're like, see, that's why you need to have a
even
grip
if
on your
there
woman.
was a
because-
man here, he would get red for filth.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, it's not like Donna was like out of control. Like sometimes maybe wheel somebody in and check them if
Right.
they're just like wilding out, but that wasn't the situation here.
Yeah,
so
I
what
don't
are you
remember.
talking
Was
about? What do
Donna
you mean?
acting out really? I don't remember
No,
her.
she
I know
walked
she
in.
gave a little friendly like.
Because he took his anger out from oh shit to them, and when him and Donna were arguing before,
Right.
but she walked in and was like, hey boo, like hey brother, and it was one of those things where he couldn't slap Donna, but she didn't do anything bad.
Yeah.
It
Here's
was
my
just
thing.
like she
I
had the
don't.
audacity to be in the room
Also-
with him, and he was also on that weird ego high last season. That was like a petty
And
tyrant.
I don't like the word like control your woman. There's no such thing as controlling anybody. It's different if she was fighting. He was like, yo, chill out. And that's not controlling. That's just calming your partner down.
Right.
So let's not use the whole like control your
Yeah,
partner thing.
right.
Nah, it ain't like
Like
that.
when
But
he
also-
said shut up, you're supposed to be like, oh, never mind, sorry, daddy.
Yeah.
No, not over here.
Never
She
in
had
life
those,
have
I can see if she swung on him, then she
Right.
might need to get checked. Like you
Yeah,
don't
but-
do that. It's certain
Yeah.
things you
But
don't
that's because
do
of
to
a
draw your
safety
man
thing.
into danger.
Yeah, it's a safety thing. And then everyone's so quick to be like, she needs to be controlled. But what about the 2 men that put their hands on Alex? Like
Exactly.
if you can't control
Your
yourself
self-control.
and be a grown man and
Yes,
say, yo,
yes.
Alex, let me pull you to the side. Get your girl, or Donna, let me pull you to the side. Don't touch me. Then that's a problem.
Yeah. Also, if you can have a conversation with a woman without wanting to smack her, you're a punk ass. And
Yeah.
so, how about you control yourself? If you're calling yourself a man, get it together. Someone should be
Exactly.
controlling you, so you
Exactly.
to calm down.
No
I
control.
believe in a certain etiquette in the way you carry yourself with your
Yeah.
man. I don't believe you should just be out in the street running your mouth to this one and that one, just thinking your man is
Agreed.
going to be Superman with a cape on.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think the situation had anything to do with controlling your woman.
But I also don't like the concept of you can't speak out of term if you're talking to men. I don't
Right.
care if you're a woman, a man, a zebra, whatever. If you're disrespectful for me, we're gonna have some words.
I do think though, like I agree with that, but I do think people also have to learn the consequences. Like when I was growing up, my mother used to always tell me, "Don't ever put your hands on anybody, male or female, because you never know who or what."
I'm not
they
saying
could
put
do.
hands on
No, not
somebody.
just anything. Like if you're ready to be disrespectful, be ready for it to come back. And that's something that I know when I do argue with people, I know it's gonna come back. That's just me. Like. I don't agree anyone should go out and be crazy and start acting up. But I know for me, if I'm arguing with them, I know for a consequence, we going to either be sparring at each other or we going to throw the hands.
And I get it. I just think like this, especially this Black Ink New York has a real problem with respecting women.
Yes.
And it's just like, the cycle needs to be broken. Like it can't keep going because it's ridiculous. Like I don't want to hear in the comments because someone in the comments was like, oh, well, you don't know how hood culture is, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't ever play with me, first of all. I'm from Iroquois Park. Don't get it twisted. But, like, there's just a point. Like, just because it's been going on for so long doesn't mean it's okay. Man the hell up. Learn how to talk. Tap into those emotions. They don't hurt. And, like, get it together. Because it's just, like, embarrassing. The whole situation, like, you look stupid. You both look stupid. You look stupid now understanding what happened. I don't feel bad for you. Like...
Well, unlike Teddy is the type of person that he doesn't even want to hear about.
Let him know.
Yeah, let him know, sis.
I will say though, like, I don't feel, not that I feel bad, but I do think there is room for people to understand and grow.
Yeah.
I do think
Always.
there always should be room for someone who acknowledges their wrongs and say, you know what, I effed up. And then you work on that. And then if you keep effing up after that, then it's like, all right. But I do think there should, at least for me personally, like there should be room to be like, yo, I effed up. Because there's been times I know I've done something crazy and I had to be like, yo, my bad. And I'm happy that he at least acknowledged it because this has been a long time coming. We now in the next season and he's just now acknowledging it. And even the girl had to come to him and be like, he's hurt. He had to get a private investigator to prove it. So I am happy that he was like, yo.
Right.
I'll be
Because
bad.
Teddy is more so like, if I'm wrong, we wrong together.
No.
Whereas
Corny.
Cease is like in his room feeling guilty, like, man, I messed this man livelihood. He can't pick up his son. He's like actually
Consequences of your actions.
feeling guilty.
But I mean, I'll feel bad, or not feel bad. I'll be more accepting and like understanding to watch him grow when he actually does something about it. Which
Right.
hopefully we see
Yeah.
next episode.
Right.
But as of right now, just because you acknowledge you did something wrong doesn't.
Do you believe that he
That's the
really
first-
feels it?
that's
Do
the
y'all
first
believe that
step,
he
though.
really feels
I
it?
think so.
He was a little remorseful. So like I can take there's a baby step. So I can acknowledge that baby
Yeah.
step. Be like, oh,
He
okay.
acknowledged
He
like,
acknowledged
and then
it.
he came to his senses like, because remember how respectful Alex was towards
Yes.
Cease? He would clean the floor for him.
That's his mentor. But
Yeah.
I think he was genuinely concerned, like, yo, he was talking to Sky like, yo, I messed up. And that is a consequence of your actions. And it is a learning experience where you can now look back and say, yo, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But I think there is room to acknowledge when someone say, yo, my bad. And then we see where it goes from here. Like if you're going to continue to do the right thing or you're going to do the wrong thing. But I know for me, I can't say that because there's been times where I'm looking for forgiveness for someone. And if someone was like, nah, I mean, I would feel like,
I think there's a way to forgive somebody, but without like continuing forward.
They don't have to be
'Cause
friends.
I just have a hard time as of right now. And again, next week maybe my mind will be changed because of what we see or whatever. But as of right now, just because we've known that Alex is suing, it kind of feels like, to me, I'm not saying for everyone else, to me it just kind of feels like part of it is short remorse for what he did, but also kind of like, shit, he actually has a case against me because
Yeah.
we really
That's a
did
good
mess up.
point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But to play devil's advocate, he wouldn't have had known about it if the suit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of those things where like when Dawn and them came to him, he was like, he not hurt. He is getting sued, and I think that looks crazy. But I personally think he's genuinely like, damn, like that's wild. I literally physically
because I think he
hurt
was
someone.
doing it for TV. And he really hurt him.
Yeah, like
because
they
he was doing all of that while
and Teddy them, they was being corny, and I think he
Right.
really sat down and was like, yo, that's like if you drive and God forbid you hurt someone, I think you genuinely, or you hit a dog or a cat, I think he genuinely was like, yo, I physically hurt this man where he may never be able to work ever again, and I think that's something that's going to sit on his conscience for the rest of his life.
Well, I mean, I
I
hope
agree,
so.
Kiki.
Yeah, and what he does after it, then that's when you see like if he's gonna do the right thing or if he's gonna continue to be batshit crazy and him and Teddy just be grown ass man children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he does. I hope that he grows from it. I'm not saying
I'm
I don't
interested
want
to see what he's gonna do. He absolutely, certainly, at very least, owes him an apology. For sure, at very,
Yeah.
very, very least.
If you mess with my income, you owe me a lot more than I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, he needs to man up and say out his mouth,
Yeah.
I apologize for my
his
clown
face,
actions.
Yeah, and
Yeah, meanwhile, Teddy is
Brushing
somewhere
his beard.
just, you know,
Getting
Carmen is
Popeyes
not
out
taking
of
any
it.
accountability for that. Teddy never learns his lesson. Teddy
Yeah.
does the same
Doesn't.
thing every season, every time, with every new girl, and whatever, Teddy.
Ladies, as a collective, like, I'm talking to you, women of America, just close it. You know? Just
Yeah.
don't even give it to him
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I don't agree with
No,
that, but I mean, to Teddy,
not to all
yeah,
men.
like, no, sis, I ain't
Listen,
I was like,
listen,
what did the men out there deserve to not get this?
and I need love given to me.
No.
Oh, Teddy.
But the wrong one,
Ew.
lock it down.
No,
on
I'm
it.
just saying
Or
Teddy.
even when
Yeah,
they
no
act right,
Teddy.
act like Teddy. Lock it
Yeah,
down.
lock it down on the men who don't
Like,
deserve your energy.
Y'all must not know, honey. It's
Like,
me.
I was like, all the men?
Never.
I was like, all of them?
I can't have one special friend.
Never felt that. Never known that.
I'd like to see it.
I would like to see them. It.
Nah, but Teddy, like deadass Teddy and Ceasar got to grow up. So I'm happy that he admitted it. Now let's see if he's gonna actually apologize because he's speaking about it to Sky. But let's see if he'll actually man up and pull in Alex and like bend the knee.
I would like to see it.
Bend the knee. I'd like to see it. The North remembers. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Bend the knee.
Well,
Sorry. sorry.
Sky, being the good sister that she is, recognizes that Cease is feeling pretty down and depressed. You know, she's in the middle of planning a new party, a bigger party for her boutique, and she only invites Teddy and Cease, which is very shady.
That's rude.
That's what she did. And she also suggests that he take a trip to LA with her so he can decompress. So we'll get to see how much fun they have in LA coming up later on in the season. But meanwhile, Momma Bae is going home, y'all.
I got all the emotionals.
Right?
That was sad.
Turn up.
Turn up.
Let's turn up.
Peace out, America.
She's like the one redeeming quality of this show.
Right.
And like
Yes.
now she's gone, and I'm like,
And now
okay,
she's
well.
gone.
Now you're like, I hate everybody.
I'm like, all right.
No, she's so
The way she
sweet.
was
Next week.
racking up those chips at the casino last week, I was like, why is she such a cute
She
little
was
nugget?
clapping the stripper's booty.
I was like,
she was like
whoa.
making it bounce, and I was like,
Mama Bae
I'm
gets a
moved.
surprise party because she's going back home. Meanwhile, Bae feels really, really sad because her mom's leaving. I know that feeling all too
Yes,
well.
honey.
Whenever I go to see my mom, I'm like, it's a wrap for me.
The day you
I'm
gotta
leaving.
leave,
I
you're
can't
like,
look her in the eye when I'm getting out the car. I'm like, all right, bye.
I turned into a 5-year-old on the first day of kindergarten.
That-
I have to say bye.
It's hard
I
to
hate
even get
saying
me out of my
bye.
mom's house when I go home. It's like, I don't want to do nothing.
Oh,
or
same.
see
Everybody's like,
anybody
let's
or do
get up.
anything but
I'm
go
like,
see
I'm
my
in
mom.
bed with my mom
Right.
watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Exactly. Like, we're watching History Channel right now.
Law and
Sorry.
Order.
We can't
Don't
hang out.
disturb.
We can't hang out. We're super busy.
My mom
But
said you
yeah.
could come to dinner though.
Did that touch your
Right?
heart?
It's like, come on over, we're cooking.
Right.
This was
Nah,
all
that was
You
really
know where to find us.
That was
How'd y'all
emotional.
feel about it in the car? Did y'all relate to that?
I definitely teared up a little bit, and I tried not to cry. It's emotional because, you know, we all, where there's a mother, auntie, guardian, someone that we're really close to, it's just hard. And then her mom was just such a light of sunshine in that shop because Lord knows they needed it. And she was the mom of the shop, kind of, you know, and she was different. And though there was a language barrier, but I just feel like she brought love and sunshine, and
Yeah.
Bae got to be with her mama.
And then Bae still being a new mom. It's like, you know, you want that help, and then it's not like she's going across, you know, across the country or something. She's going across the world. You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
in a whole nother place, and so like
Whole nother
time
continent.
difference and all of that stuff, like it comes into play.
And
like it's kind of hard to keep in touch.
The older
with
your
family
parents
member.
get, the scarier it is when you
girl.
watch them leave.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is like no,
Like
Mom.
nonstop.
And when
Think
you
about them.
when you've grown up with like a single mom and like you've been through a bunch of stuff with them and like they get to come to your home and like see what you've made of yourself and like then they tell you that I'm gonna cry. They tell you that they're
That's
proud. They tell you that they're proud of you. Like that's just like a whole nother level.
It
Just
is.
like
Man. That was, I hope
Miss
her
you,
mama
Mom.
come back. Right?
We
Hi,
miss you,
Mom.
I'm gonna call my mom after this.
Facts.
I'm not.
It's midnight,
My
but
mom
nothing
definitely
will follow
tomorrow.
up.
Oh, your mom's coming?
No, because she can just hop on a plane. She's
Oh,
working
he's like, I'm not gonna say that too loud.
She'll be like, I'm here.
Your mom literally
You like,
like
Mama didn't
knock on
need
the
come
door.
down.
She has a key to the my apartment.
Oh, your mama.
I'll walk home and she'll be in the apartment.
Your mother's watching this like, oh, she said she missed me. Let me get this flight.
Be there.
You be like, girl, it wasn't literal. Get out.
That's not the only family vibe though, you guys. Crystal has a new sister, that a new but not so new sister that she's had for 20 years but never got the opportunity to meet because her dad was incarcerated and never told her that she had this beautiful younger sister. How do we feel about this moment?
I
So
like that.
emotional.
Yeah, it just seemed like they genuinely just kind of clicked right away.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional. And
I
I feel
know.
like Crystal.
They're so
Like
beautiful.
she just went into like big sister mode right away.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You just met this girl, but you already went into like I could have been there for you. I could have been taking care of you. And I
Right.
just really felt
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Because
oh.
what woman doesn't need just a little extra protection and a little extra advice and a little extra.
Right. It's National
Big
Sibling
sisterness.
Day. I'm the only child, so I'm like,
Oh, it is National
It is.
Siblings Day.
Hi to my mom's cats.
Brother.
My siblings.
My siblings
But
are
no,
cats.
I think it's kind of it was cool to watch just because like to see them click so quickly into like just because like I officially met my little brother like 3 years ago for the first time, didn't even know I had one until a couple years ago, and like it's weird how you can not grow up with someone and then you guys meet and it's like we have everything in common. And, like it's like one of those like it's a nature versus nurture thing.
Yeah.
It's like It was cool to
It's like
watch
you guys
her.
just have that vibe where you're like, you just come together and you're like, oh, I've known you my whole life, but I haven't known you.
Right.
DJ, what's up, gang, gang?
Aw.
Team Light Skin.
Hashtag Team Light Skin. But yeah, no, it was beautiful.
Relate.
It was
Definitely
beautiful.
relate.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of emotion during the show.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
said like you cry, you get upset, you be like, this person's doing the most, this person's growing. You're like,
I'm a stretch for the cloud.
Yes.
Shut
so,
for the dragon.
We're about to
we
drive.
got all the important things out of the way. Moving right along to the clown of the hour. Sky has
Slap the
an
air.
HR team meeting where she wants to do team building. However, she opts not to be there. But she leaves instructions for the people who don't get along to be on opposite sides and tell each other how they feel about each other until they reach resolution. Tati decides that she wants to step up and tell everybody how she doesn't like them. How do we feel about Tati's demeanor?
I don't like your mustache, Tati.
Right.
But that's
I don't like
what
your
it
wrinkles
is.
and you're not even 30
Wow, this side y'all just going 40.
because she had the audacity
Tati.
to make us
Drag.
she had the audacity to make us feel sorry
I
for her
know.
and root for her.
Yes.
And then you're gonna come and call the good sis Crystal
Yes.
Oh.
a hoe, and
First
then
of all-
you're gonna come for Toki, who just been minding her damn business.
Toki's like, I'm just the ad-libber. I don't say nothing.
Right.
And then she tries to throw Kitty. So what I hate is, obviously, Tati, that's her name. I was going to say Tatiana. Tati is super insecure, and she's been insecure with this
Very.
whole Teddy thing. But let me tell you, the way you get a man is the way you lose him. The way you lose him, the way you
Hello.
get a man.
Ask Chloe.
And hello, honey. And with the whole Jada situation, she thought it was cute.
Ask Chloe
And-
is hilarious. Yes, it is. Ask Chloe.
But she thought it was
Chloe
cute
knows.
when he was dragging Jada, but here is
Right.
your nasty hoe ass man flirting with a new girl who's literally genuinely there to work and get her grind on
Yep.
and hustle. And the girl can't kill a fly. She's super sweet, and you're insecure and you're upset, saying I don't like you. You're a hoe, and then coming for
They
Toki.
calls a home record.
And then
Didn't
coming
we
for
find
Kitty.
out that they weren't on a date? Didn't we find that out?
But
So
won't
now
drag
she go-
Teddy. Hello,
Right.
Why aren't you
Yeah.
dragging your
ladies.
man?
Stop coming for the women. Unless they're your
'Cause
friend, then you could be their
Right,
ass if they
yeah.
knew. But other than
That's
that,
your man's responsibility all day long.
Because
It is.
she said because Crystal basically pulled a Jordan Woods and was like, I don't want your situation.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I don't be thinking about men all day, so I can't
Yes,
relate.
Couldn't relate,
exactly.
sis.
It's
You-
certain stuff you can't relate to. I don't get
meanwhile,
it.
Teddy combing his goddamn beard, and you don't say shit to him, but you're bothering the girl who's there to work. And I don't like that. I don't like that she's trying to throw everybody under the
And
bus.
when she got in her unhappy space, she intentionally spread her toxicity. So she
Yeah.
goes to Bae and completely stretches the truth about a sentiment that Kitty kind of said. And it's one of those things that you don't take to heart. Like, you got to know what battles to fight. Like, well, at least there's some more money freed up for us now because Lord knows we need it. What's wrong with that?
And I feel like that's something
She
Kitty would
wasn't
have
like,
said in
"Let's
front
get
of
her out of
Bae.
here."
I think she would have too. But
Yeah.
like Tati added all these other things
She
because you need to
stretched
take
the
care of your
truth.
kid. And
She was
da-da-da-da,
like, and your mama said, and she said, and your mama
Right.
stink.
She said, y'all poor
Right.
and y'all
Said
dirty.
your mama can't dress. You be having to buy her clothes.
She said that your baby hairs are whack.
But what I hated though, like one, I hate that Tati did that. But for Bae, it's like you just went off of Tati's word
Yeah.
because me
Exactly.
and you as Kitty are friends. You're not even friends with Tati,
Yeah.
so you should have came to me and be like, "Yo, Tati told me you said
Yeah.
Yo, what
so."
is she talking about?
And,
Yeah.
and Kitty said that. Like, you come to me first.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't just like take someone else's word just right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like, come talk to me
And
about
then
it.
you can hear my side, and then you decide if you
Yeah.
felt like I was disrespectful.
Even in that situation, even with Tati bringing it up that way, you still like bring it up. Well, let's get it all out on the table. She did say this,
Yeah.
this, and that. So,
But it's
what's
also
up, you know?
messy on Tati's behalf, which is shocker, Tati being messy, but
Ooh.
because you know that Bae's sensitive right now. She just had to
Yeah.
say goodbye
Yes.
to her mom. She's
Yeah.
like,
Clown.
She did it on purpose.
She did.
thrived off of that
She
negative
did.
energy.
Listen,
Yeah,
misery
misery,
needs company.
misery
But to
needed.
the question to the fans in the comments, since for some reason you guys think that we just come up with hate
Y'all
for
love her
Tati,
for some reason.
let us know what you guys thought about the situation. Did you feel like Tati was absolutely doing the most, and was there a need for her to be mean to Crystal, be mean to Toki, and to try to drag Kitty?
No, she's miserable.
Let us know.
Misery loves comedy. She started off the season with twinkle toes, just floating through the
On
shop.
a good note, we giving her compliments.
run the tape.
Right. Run the tape.
Check.
we were trying to be
Check
Team
the
Tati
tape.
this
Yeah,
season.
and you
right?
know, I
didn't
don't like
last
that.
long.
I just heard negative energy, and she's taking that from her energy from Teddy out on everyone else, and
Yes,
she has
she
not
is.
checked Teddy.
Well, she tried to Teddy. Teddy broke up with her. Teddy was like, you know what? It's a wrap. So,
a legend. He's
so
like, "You done."
in the hotel room, they broke up.
He's a legend.
Oh,
he's
a legend. I thought you said a legend.
Oh, no, he's a legend.
So
he's like, I'm bored. Bye.
He's like, well, you know
Don't
what? It's
question
a
me.
wrap.
That's so rude.
That's so rude. He said, you know what? Bye.
And literally, he's watching them fight and tear them down. He's just sitting there.
Brushing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Teddy.
Teddy and Tati.
Teddy, your asshole came in heady. I mean, well, no, Paul's not gonna say it like that. That sounds weird. But you being slightly a jerk came in handy tonight because Tati needed you being completely nonchalant.
Yeah, Tati got to chill out. That wasn't called for.
Because next week it looked like she about to get that ass handed
She about to get
her.
shoved into
There's a lot of hands.
following episode.
It's about to be all gas, no brakes.
Okay.
She needs to chill.
I can't wait.
Cannot wait.
Well, I think this is an excellent time to go into our special segment called Jackass of the Week, where we talk about who played their self the most and did the most donkey.
That's me when I'm cramping.
Who would you ladies like to nominate for Jackass of the Week?
Just 1, 2, 3, say it all
Is it
together.
1, 2, 3?
Tati!
All right, well,
Don't be mad at me, stupid.
don't be mad. Check your man, Tati.
I think this week is going for Tati because not only like she was doing the most with Crystal, she did the most with
the
Toki, and then
most.
she did the most with Kitty. So she did just 3 bad things. So it's like she has to get it this
Maybe
week.
she getting paid a little extra to act a fool.
As always, they
'Cause
always are.
Maybe
but
that's what, because girl.
when you get paid to act a fool, this is a consequence. We don't know you in real life. We used
like
to
the
tell
crazier
Ryan.
she acts,
this
the
what we
bigger
see on
her
TV.
eyebrows get. It's like, girl, you could take them down like
She's
a
starting to look like
quarter
Yzma
inch.
from The Emperor's New Groove, and it's stressing me out.
Tati,
you
get
know,
it
you
together,
know.
honey. You need to do some yoga, girl. You need to do some yoga and some. You need to
release.
soak in some salt water because evil
She'll
can't
stress,
penetrate salt.
right?
She need to be in
Yeah.
a salt bath and shake all that.
And she could be
evil
nice.
off.
This could be a character, but if you decide to play the character, like we used to tell Ryan,
play yourself.
The audience and the fans only go for what they see.
Yeah.
And you're deciding to do this. I mean, you wanted to play the bad
Right.
We
person.
only go off
So.
what we see.
Girl,
Just
take
saying.
you a nice detox bath and think about your ways and get over it.
And
Okay,
feel free to
Teddy's
come to
not
LA.
worth it. Now you're making enemies with everybody that you
Yeah.
work with. Now you're stirring
Yeah.
up trouble in the whole shop, and for what?
Let's come out here. We'll have a girls' night. We'll talk it out.
Yes.
I'll pluck those hairlines for you on those wigs. Let's help each other. You know,
Girls' night.
pull up.
It is said and done. Tati is
The
donkey
invite
of the
has been
week.
sent.
Moving right along, do we have any news and gossip?
Sure.
AfterBuzz host Drew Jones gets jumped.
Today on the news, Drew Jones was outside. No. We reported last week that Black Ink New York and all of the Black Inks were giving out all the free Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, who lost his life last week tragically because he was murdered in front of his Marathon store. But all of the Black Ink teams stepped up and decided to give free tattoos. Some tattoos were half off to everyone who got a Hustle tattoo, a face, a lyric, or a pose. Enigma tattoo out here with Cat Tat.
Yes.
She was given half off, and Van is out here from Black Ink Chicago.
And they actually decided to donate all of the proceeds that they made from those tattoos to a charity that Nipsey supported.
Which is amazing.
awesome.
And if you guys want to see the footage, if you guys watch this episode of Black Ink New York, they have footage and it's on YouTube. And I think Ceasar put it on his page. You can see all the footage of all the fans who came out to get all of their Nipsey tattoos in Black Ink New York. So rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And shout out to all of the Black Ink teams for doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is it. And Ceasar is still on his tattoo tour. He's on convention. And also he posted on his Instagram. I thought it was really cool. There's a huge billboard of him in Atlanta for his shop down there. So he said to come down. And Cease. No, not Nipsey, but Cease is tattooing in Atlanta soon. So make sure you guys check out his page to see all of his tour dates because he is a busy man and he is on tour.
Come to LA and see us.
Yes.
I'm surprised. Like next week we see them in LA. And I'm like, I didn't even see it on their social media. Like when were they here?
Right, we would have been like, pull up.
Come see us, guys.
When
We
you
nice.
we probably roast them too much, guys.
We wouldn't.
Here's the thing. We did the same thing to Chicago until they pulled up and we talked it out and they got to understand it.
And we all
Remember the
know
first
now.
time Ryan pulled up like Birdman?
Yes.
Ryan definitely walked in and we were like, whoa. So New York, don't fear us. We're very sweet. We just giving our opinions, and we do clown shit. We speak on it, but that's
Now
all.
we
for
thought
news
we were
and
gonna
gossip.
have a special guest today because Van is in town and he said he wanted to come up and talk to us, but he is actually working on a really big piece. You can tune into him working on that and his social media right now via Instagram and see what he's working on. Unfortunately, he can't come because he has to work, but we will get him in here sooner than later because Chicago is starting back up soon.
Yes, and then we'll try to get the New York cast in here, and we'll try to see because last time, I mean, they're in LA, but they didn't post like you said on their social media, so we'll try to see if we can get them in here when they're in LA.
When I'm
next
not
time.
around, you want to do this.
But then when I'm up,
You don't want to post up.
and that's
Y'all
it for
should
news
see
and
the group
gossip.
chat. Y'all should see the group chat. With that being said, let's go into our predictions.
Third eye.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Good night.
I want whatever Drew had.
Right?
Give me some whatever Drew. What you want?
Okay.
Pay raise.
What do you guys think is
said
gonna
that.
happen next? Where do you guys think this stuff is going? Is Tati gonna get jumped?
Listen,
Yep.
I think she's gonna mess with the wrong person because Toki seems like a really nice person, and Toki was already going through it. We already seen what Toki turned up when she was mentally, going through her thing, and I just feel like for some reason she's just coming for the wrong people, and I think she's gonna make a lot of enemies.
She started a really bad fight between two really good friends.
I don't like that. I think
Yeah.
she thinks Teddy's gonna have her back, and I don't think he's gonna have her back in this one. And I do I'm hoping, I don't know if I see it, but I'm hoping that Teddy's immature ass and Ceasar can come together and actually man up and apologize to Alex.
Well, Ceasar's there. Cease wants to.
I hope they-
Teddy kind of comes around.
Yeah,
too.
and I hope we see it on camera, and I hope they hug it out, and I hope that he tries to repay him because he does owe him something.
Yeah, I hope so
I'm
too.
actually hoping Tati kind of like gets a reality check because if I feel like everybody's gonna be on Toki's side because it's gonna be like she's so quiet, she doesn't bother anybody, and then that's gonna make Tati look like, oh well, hopefully, because then she could also turn around and be like, everybody's on her side, everybody's against me, so hopefully she doesn't take that route.
She
And
turned
has a
everybody
reality
against her,
check.
so whoop-de-woo.
Yeah.
I think that Tati's gonna look like Boo Boo the Fool, and I'm and I'm hoping that Ceasar actually has a conversation with Alex. Although I feel like they're gonna hold that off towards like
The season finale.
But I hope at least him and Teddy like realize their wrongdoings and actively work towards changing.
I feel like
it.
Teddy won't realize it until it's like Teddy don't react until Caesar reacts.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because you too damn grown for that.
Too old for that.
Well,
Teddy
I
bear.
hope that we get to
Still
see
get it.
Kitty and Bae sit down and have a
Can't now.
conversation.
He too foul and wild for me. I can't get it no more.
No, he gonna do some. He gotta get them spirits off of him, honey.
kidding.
He gotta get that energy off of him
Yeah,
first.
like
Yeah, he's
He's been
wrong.
passed around like a hot potato, like
Not a hot potato.
You gotta pass it around, dude.
Like
He
a
a
hot
hot potato. That's Megan Stallion.
He looked like a tater.
You gotta pass it around, dude. He a hot potato. When she said that, I fell out.
Not
Teddy, you
tater
gotta
tot.
stop being a hot potato. Getting
Hot
passed
potato.
around. They done passed you all around this shop. You should be ashamed of yourself.
oh.
Choo choo, they done choo choo trained you straight
Come
right
on
on
out
out
the
the door.
train and ride it.
Well,
We're silly.
do you guys have any final thoughts before we close this thing on out?
No, we should go home.
Because we're insane.
If you guys at home have any final thoughts, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section below. Give us our thumbs up. We appreciate that. Talk the trash, all the stuff you normally do. We are here for it all. We really want to thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we love to have you joining us. Hop in the live chat sometimes. It's all good. Until next time, I'm your girl, Carmen, and you can find me on Instagram at king_karma_ and Twitter as well.
I am Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And if you love reality, on Sundays on Black Hollywood Live, me and my friend Howard, we're on the sister channel, and we are doing Back to Reality with all reality TV talk.
Okay. And I'm your girl, Drew Jones. You guys can slide into the DMs at OKDrewJ.
Hey, I'm your girl, LMarie. You guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at LMarie TV.
Oh.
And until next time, y'all, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.